much, you guys. Got another video here for you. In this one we're going to be taking a look at creating or building your own website using Wix.com. Now if you're interested in building a website and you've not got much experience, then Wix.com will make the experience a lot more easier for you. They've got templates and you can also do one from scratch with using blank templates as well, and I'm going to show you both of these methods to try and help to show you how easy it is to create your own website. Now whether that'll be a blog or some business site or a merchandise site or whatever it may be that you want to create, you can do it with Wix.com. So let's take a look at Wix.com's website. So if we take a look over to the left on categories, you can see we've got a number of different categories we can choose from. These are all templates, business templates, as you can see here, and you've got online store, photography, music, design, restaurants and food, accommodation, events, portfolio and CV, blog, health and wellness, fashion and beauty, community and education, creative arts, and landing pages. These are all free to use and they're high quality templates. Also you've got blank templates here which you can use, and we're going to take a look at this a little bit later on. So let's first start off with, say, a restaurant and food type template which you can use straight off the bat and get up and running in no time. So I'm going to come down and take a look at, say, one of these templates here. You can see they are free. I'm going to click on this to view that template, and as you can see here we do have our template here, and it looks very professional as you can see here. Now everything you see on the screen here is changeable. You can change all this text and all the color and photographs and images and everything like that. You can change all this content to make it look like your own. You can even add in your own images if you wish to do that, using your own images of your company or something like that. So to edit this template, all you need to do is come up to edit this site, and this is going to allow you to then start to edit the template yourself. We're just letting this load up here, and it would introduce in the new Wix editor. You can take a look at that if you like. I'm just going to close it out. Now let me just first point out I'm not an expert at using Wix, but I'm going to try and show you the best ways to get the most out of Wix here. So as you can see we've got our template, and let's start off at the top, which is our header for our site. You can see here it's set up in three categories here: header, page or strip here, and you come down to your footer, which will be at the bottom. You can see here another strip here, they've added another strip in, and you can see how they've set this up, and there's your footer. You can create this all yourself from scratch if you want to, but what we're going to do is start off with this one. So let's click on the actual title. So we can edit this title now if we want to. You can change the actual font. Say you wanted to change the font, so we're going to change the font, and there we are. And maybe the gold color is not your color, so let's just go ahead and change that color. And you've got your picker here, which you can choose to pick what color you like. We're just going to go with the green here for now. Now this is a dummy site, so it's not for anything business like. I'm just showing you how it works. So now we have our text color changed, and we've got the text font changed. We can also make it italic if we want to, which is like a slant on there if you wanted to do that. If you don't want to do that, you can take it off, you know, highlight this and remove that. You can also add shadows and stuff like that here as well. This one looks quite nice, so let's just add a little shadow in there. And if there's some spacing, you can change the spacing to the font as well. Now if there's something there you don't like, i.e. you can change the actual size of it, or here you can see all the paragraphs, small heading, basic heading, large heading. You can change all this sort of stuff as well, and these here are your little tool pop-outs that you're going to get when you click on stuff, and you can close these off when you finish like so, and that will stick. Now if you want to undo, you can also use the undo button to undo that and redo it, as you can see here. Now also if you want to remove stuff, you can click on this and you can just hit delete, and it will delete those from there as well. And if you want to change the text, again, you don't have to delete it. You can just change the text inside here if you want to, and put your own company name in there. So let's have a look at this here. This is your tools toolbar little box here, and when you close this off, if you come up here up the top, you'll see Pages Home, and this is the pages for our site. You can see here home, our vision, menu, order online, blog, and contact us. You can add more pages if you wish, and if I click on these, it will allow me to change content to each and every one of these pages when you click on them, like so, which is really simple and easy to do. So let's go back to the home area. So there's your pages. Next up here, we're going to talk about this in a second. We have the site drop down here, and you can save, preview, get feedback, publish, view published sites, and so on. There's loads of little areas here. Also, we've got our tools area, and this is the box that we just turned off. You can see it coming on and off here. This is where you can add in your rulers and stuff like that. So you want to get it dead straight, you can leave your rulers on. Also, you've got some grid lines, and also snap to objects as well. Help is your help for the help center here, and also connecting to a domain, and so on, terms of use, private policies, and all that sort of stuff. You've also got your upgrade area here as well. If you want to upgrade to the premium area here, you can click on this. Now moving across to the right here, you've got your zoom out and reorder here, and you've got your undo and redo. This is a useful little feature. This just shows you what your website's going to look like into a mobile phone or something like that. So you can see here, tablet or a mobile phone. That's how the site is going to look right now. And you can see it automatically downscales everything to fit inside of a mobile. So when you click on this here, this allows you to make it back to a desktop. Okay, so next up we've got our save here, and also our preview. This is going to allow you to preview the site without publishing it. Okay, and again, we've covered this area here, which is all your tools and stuff. Okay, so let's take a look over the left hand side here. You can see we have background. Background is going to allow you to change the background, color, image, and video area of this here, and you can change it with all these images, and you can apply these to other pages as well. Again, you've got your add feature here, which is going to allow you to add text, images, gallery, slideshows, buttons, boxes, you name it, it's all here. Strip, shapes, video, music, social, and so on. You can go right the way through here, and you'll have all your features here. Very simple and easy to do. Also your menu here, you can see your menus. So another area which we want to take a look at is your Wix app market. This is for your third-party apps to add in. Some of these are free and some of these are paid apps, and you can see here chat, free apps, apps for blog, social, and all that sort of good stuff. We have all that inside here, so if you want to use this you can do. Also, again, we have this feature here, which is uploads. It's all your fonts, images, videos, single tracks, and docs in this area here. And again, we have Blog Manager, which is your blog pages, add a blog to Elements, and also learn more. This is all this area here. And last but not least, we have take bookings on your website, and you can add this in now as well. So let's take a look at the uploads. So you can upload your images here. As you can, if you click on this, you will see all your uploads. So these are images I've uploaded here, and you can upload loads more and stuff like that. Social media, free from Wix, which allows you to view all the images here. So if you was doing a food and drink, say for instance, this will show you all the free ones that are available from Wix themselves. And these are free to use. Again, big stock images, and these are these ones here, and some of these are paid images here. Okay, so just bear that in mind. You can build a website with all the images that are just on here. Now if you have got other sources of stock images and stuff like that you want to use, make sure they are free to use, they are your content, and you should be okay. So let's get started here then. So we've had a little play with this at the moment. We've changed the stuff up the top here. So we have our menu system here, and you can change the menu. Again, if you wanted to change images, you can use your own images, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But basically all you need to do here is make this your own. So for instance, it'll be just a case of changing the color to something that you wanted to change it to, and your fonts to match. So that's just a case of hitting edit text and change the font here. So now we've changed that font color to match our top here. Now also you can add shadows in here, and you can then add in your content by just clicking on edit text. The same thing, if you've got all your content here, you just add it in. Also, you might like the structure the way this is designed, and you can keep the structure exactly the same. All you'd need to do is change out your images. So if you want to change out an image, you can just click on change image, and just for instance we're going to click on this spice one and choose the image, and let me just change that out, and there you go. So again, this just gives you an easy template to work with. Okay, so find one that you like in the sort of category that you like, and then work with it. Okay, now also if you don't want to do that, I'm going to show you how you can sort of roughly do one from scratch, but we're not going to do a full-blown site like this. I'm just going to show you what you can do working from a blank template. So let's get that started. So I'm just going to close this off, and we're going to go back here. So now we're here, what we need to do is going to go to blank templates. Now I'm just going to click on a one-page layout, and we can view that one-page layout, as you can see, and we're going to edit this site. That will load up for us so we can edit it. I don't need to read that, and there we are. Okay, so now we're here. What we can do is we're going to change this up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go from this strip here. We're going to change this strip. So let's go ahead and change the strip. So all we need to do is you can either change the strip background to what you want, or you can add a strip if it was blank. So if this was a complete blank website, obviously you can see here we've just got one page here, but we can change this if we wanted to. So let's just go ahead and change this and see what we can change it to. You can see this moving about here. So if you wanted to change that, you could do that like so, but we're not going to use that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a look here. So I'm going to go for an image. Let's go ahead and change this up, and there we go. Now with that, what we can do is put in our title of our site, and we're just going to call this something like, okay, Brightech. Let's get them capitals on. Cooks. There we go. And let's give that a bit of color. So we're going to change this to a nice green, something like that, or maybe a white. Let's do green for now, and I can change it afterwards. So I'm going to leave that as is, and also we can add in our drop shadow if we wanted to, and we're pretty much good to go there. So I'm just going to leave that as is at the moment. What I want to do next is change this background area, so let me just do that. So for instance, if you wanted to add something in here, we can change the header design, we can do settings, design and stuff like that, arrange back to front or move forward, depending on what you want to do here. Okay, but you can see basically the effects that you can get as well. So now again, we could literally put in some sort of, let me just delete this here. We've deleted that there. So now what we can do is add in Let's add in some sort of slideshow. Yeah, that one to do. Let's got some food on there. So we're just going to pull this one up. And you could also make this a complete transparent background, or white background, or whatever you want, a different color background, a green background, so you don't clash with these colors. It does look like it's clashing a bit. So let's add in a menu. Some sort of menu. Maybe it's something like that. Let's try this one. Now the reason why you're only seeing one item here is because there is only one page. So if you wanted to add other pages, just go to here and add a page, and you can add in, say for instance, about, and that's done. And we can add another page, and we can call this menu, like so. Make sure you're clicking on the right page here, and you'll see. So we can see here now we've got some areas here, so you can just make these as big as you like, fill these up. Just going to give you an example. It does clash a little bit here, but I'm just giving you an example of what you can do here. So for instance, let me just change that. I don't like that background. I'm going to add a shape in here. Basic shape, something like that. I'm going to add this in here. So I can move delete the picture there. And I'm going to just move this down. So I'm just going to tidy this up a bit. I'll speed this process up. So I'm just going to delete the old background and the menu at the top, and just add in this blue strip and bring forward the text so you can see it clearly. Something like that, you know. And again, this is just quick and simple, but you can spend more time. You can add images in there, all sorts of stuff. You can bring this down so it blends in, but that if you wish. You can do whatever you like, really. It's your site, you do what you like. If you want to edit the text and change the text, you're not quite happy with that, you can do. Just change up the font size. That will do. Of course, resizing everything takes a bit of time, and it's just trial and error. As you can see here, I'm just going to start to extend the menu, but that's going to look horrible. So we can just adapt and change the banner at the top. I like the little white gap between. Something like that. So we're getting somewhere now. So we have, let's have a little preview, and we have our site starting to get somewhere now. And again, you can see the site's starting to come together. All these little out alignments, we can sort those out in the end. Let's go back and make sure you always make a save and call your site whatever you need to call it. Let's call that, save that. And again, and you can see the pink line coming up. That means we're all in line. So we're just going to keep that as it is. And that's all in line. Lovely. So what we need to do now is move on down to the bottom. Okay, so next up, what we're going to do here is going to take a look here at the bottom here. We can change all this if we wanted to. We could work from a blank sheet if we want to. You can see we've got our area here. So what I'm going to do here is change the bottom of this, and you'll get an idea. So I'm going to add in some sort of shape or something like that into the bottom here. So I just want a square, and there we go. So what I want to do here is put this in, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. pull this down to about there, and then we're going to pull this down here. And these are going to be inside here. I think something like that, and then we can duplicate these if we wish. Duplicate that one, and we can move that inside here, and we can move that one here, just like so. You could take time to sort those out, but basically what we could do there now is add in some images here if we wanted to blend the top color. So I want to blend these colors. Design, is it in design? I think it is. There we go. Is that more like our color? I think it is. Same as the top. There we go. So what we want to do here is get the same color. There we go. Got three of the same color now, and then matching the top here like so. So what I want to do next is I want to add in an image. So I'm going to add an image into here, and of course let's see my images, and we can use stock images if we wish, but I'm going to use these images here. So what I'm going to do first is add in something like this image, add to page. Again, we can just roll that down there. Doesn't really matter too much, but you'll get the general idea. And of course this here we need to change this, the shape of this. We want to make it round. Design is probably the one I want, and then we're going to go into here. Custom design maybe, and there we go. I'm going to put that in rounded there, and there is some other ones here as well. I'm just going to use this here, so that will do for now. Okay, so I think you're getting the idea now. So let's take a look at what we've got so far. I'm going to preview this, and you can see up the top here we've got our menu, got our banner and our slider, and we can change these images as well to suit more foodie sort of topics, and also put some text in here. But it's just giving you an idea of what you can do with Wix.com's editor. And again, we've got some colors to match the top here. Just a bit of imagination really, and you can spend more time getting these lined up correctly. They're not lined up correctly at the moment, but you generally know what I mean. And you've got the about page here as well, a bit of out, and we could delete all the bottom stuff here if we wanted to. Okay, so one more thing I'm just going to add in. Here, let's see, a contact. So you can add in a contact if you wanted to, something like this. If you want to add a contact in, or here, contact form, or something like that, down at the bottom here. And also, if you wanted to, you could add in, say for instance, let's see, a map, Google map here of your location. And of course, if that's too big, you just resize. It's as simple as that. Like so. And boom, done. So let's just see so far what we've got here. I'm going to save that. And that's fine. And of course, we're going to preview. And we have our menu, title, and you can spend more time and do a better site than this. I'm just sort of doing it from scratch. As you can see here, you get an idea of what you want to do here. Okay, so that's basically how you can create a website with Wix.com. Big thank you to Wix.com. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up, and I hope you really enjoyed it. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I shall see you again in the next video. Bye for now.